And welcome back to Enter the Gecko, where last time we left off we were able to defeat Mushu Pork, so now we got access to the Red Gate, and 3 new stages have opened up for us. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take on the first new stage, which is the Rocket Channel and the Umpire Strikes Out. And obviously you can tell there are going to be a lot of Star Wars references in this thing, or in this stage. With of course the name being a pun. Because, I mean, that's just the way the levels are here.
Hey you, I'm a walking Dutch oven.
And then of course you have Gex dressed like a stormtrooper. But the big gimmick with this stage is that you have oxygen that you have to keep an eye on. Of course, because we are in space. So, what we gotta do, actually what I'm doing right now is just getting some collectibles. Because to ride the rocket we actually have to go the other direction. And also air bubbles, because air bubbles are always good. Let's see, you know what, while we're here. But yeah, this is something that's actually easy to throw people off when they have to go in this direction. So let's see, what we gotta do is just some pretty complex platforming, and the thing with this stage is it's pretty easy to miss your target because of the fact that this stage is really dark, because we are in space of course, but also because the platforms are kind of bright and it contrasts so much to the point where it's pretty easy to just miss your spot. And also with these manta rays, if you whack them, you do get an extra air bubble, but if they do catch onto you, then they will take air away. Just a second. Alright, well either way, something just happened with my computer while I was recording, so I had to get rid of it. But if we take this alien ship, we can get to the hidden white remote. The first thing I gotta do is restock on oxygen. Yeah, it gives you a decent chunk of time to get out, but at the same time it's really easy to lose sight of how much oxygen you have, and well, you don't want to die because of it. So I mean, just while we're here, and this is what I was talking about with the backgrounds and the platforms being kind of the same color. So it's another one of those things where it's pretty easy to miss your mark. And you know what, we don't want to do anything with those droids. So let's just go ahead and die instead. That gate actually would have taken us back here anyway, so I didn't really lose much by screwing up that jump and dying. So instead what I gotta do is just go about doing this again. So let's see, what we gotta do is just make our way across. And like I said before, every time you die, at least you get or at least you get a chance to get the collectibles again. So we are gonna get that life back pretty soon. And you know what, we gotta wait for this thing. Yeah, this thing has a bigger radius, so it is pretty easy to run out of oxygen just waiting for this stupid thing. Alright, there it is. Yeah, why'd you get out of here? Yeah, this manta ray's kind of being an annoyance here. So this could be a little bit tricky. I mean, that would really stink if this guy was hurting us, but fortunately he doesn't.
How'd my tongue go?
Alright, we might be in trouble here. Yeah, see, this is where it gets kind of tricky, and frick, I'm gonna die here. Alright, well, yeah, see, this is the problem with this stage, is that with the camera straight up, it's just so easy to just miss your jump. So, you know what, I'm just gonna cut until I get there, so I'll just see you guys. Alright, now we're here, so let's just go ahead and get going here. Yeah, this is the hard part with this stage, is that, you know, there's just so many things going on, and also just so many ways you can miss the jump, and that's normally most of the ways you're gonna end up dying in this stage. But now that we're here at the rocket, let's just go ahead and get on it. I also do like this animation. Of course, we have to just navigate past all these damn lasers now. Although that is one thing I do like about this stage, besides all the obvious Star Wars puns, there's a lot of Doctor Who references in there too. Like we had, I think Daleks were there attacking us, but I think we're gonna run into those guys pretty soon. Yeah, see, there's one of them.
Are you after that old sandwich in
And then whenever these guys latch onto you, you have to shake them off just by repeatedly whacking your tail. Alright, you don't get to live. I also do like how this, or in this sequence, it's kinda Star Wars-esque music. Now the question is, do I want to get greedy? No, I do get out of here. I'm wondering if you can kill these guys, actually. Let's see, just go ahead and just make sure we get these jumps right. Because I kind of don't feel like dying and having to do the whole thing over again. Which is kind of an annoyance of this stage, is the fact that there are no checkpoint TVs. And of course aliens and lasers and whatnot. Alright, that should be 50. Alright, we'll end up getting hit, so let's just go ahead and get the heck down here. Also, I don't know if those Daleks can still hurt you, but, well, I don't really feel like finding out. No, I do get out of here. That's so much going on in this stage. Alright, well now that we're there, let's go ahead and get ourselves our first red remote. Alright, well that did not go very well, but unfortunately fortunately, I should say, that is one of the harder sections in this game. Just because you got a lot of tricky jumps, you got a lot of, just tough platforming. And now our next bonus stage is unlocked, so that's always good. And now the green gate is open for business. But what I'm gonna do is just finish off the Empire Strikes Out. So let's go ahead and get into the Battle Dome. And the good thing about the Battle Dome is the platforming isn't as tricky here.
The princess is here on the detention level.
And while we're on the Star Wars references, but anyway, like I was saying, the platforming isn't as tricky, but it's still gonna be pretty tough because of the way it's set up. And see, the thing with this stage is that, there's still gonna be tricky jumps, but also this time, it's a lot easier to die from getting hit too much. So let's see, we just gotta make our way across. And this is one thing that can cause problems, is this thing. So we just kinda gotta be careful here. Not like that. Let's see, yeah, let's just get this and then go. Although I like this, you have the Blue Danube playing, which always gets back to that Simpsons episode with Homer in space. And somehow didn't die there. Now I'm wondering if I should just take the death and just do this over again. But while we're on the topic, I was thinking about that Simpsons episode with Homer going into space. Which is still one of the best moments in the, in that episode, was him trying to eat the chips while the Blue Danube was playing. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, see, this is the problem with this area, because it's so easy to just misjudge your jumps and then just screw up like that the way I did. And compounding that is the fact that you have to get there quickly because you're running out of oxygen. Alright, see, is there gonna be air here? Okay, good, there is. Yeah, I kinda would have been screwed if there wasn't. Let's just go ahead and get going here. Yeah, the thing is, I kinda have to be careful now because I'm kinda dying here. Let's see, alright, there's the oxygen. That's always good. And then, of course, I gotta beware of this stupid alien with a lightsaber. Alright, just go ahead and get up. Yeah, tricky part about that thing is you have to do a lot of things at once. But fortunately, we were able to get a checkpoint, so that's always good. Alright, see what we can do here. We should be getting into the Battle Dome pretty soon. I think that's about the 2/3 mark. But then again, I'm not really so sure. Because, I mean, there are going to be a few more tricky jumps to make. Especially because the camera only goes in this direction. You know what, while we're here, let's just go ahead and get some more air. Because that's always good. And really the easy way to do this is just do a quick turnaround and then just make the jump accordingly. Alright, at least we got that done. And I have the camera set on manual just because I don't feel like... Or I mean, I feel like having a little bit more control of it. Alright, so you just gotta make these jumps. But the good news is, if I end up dying, at least I end up having to start over at that checkpoint instead of having to do that whole thing over again. Because I still haven't gotten any health power-ups yet. And fortunately, the enemies don't attack you when you're in the when you're in the tube. Alright, well that thing almost made a liar out of me, so let's just go ahead and finish this sucker off. And now that that's done with, we got the we defeated the Battle Dome. So now the Empire Strikes Out is all finished. So yeah, pretty tricky stage, but at the same time it is kind of an increasing difficulty curve, seeing as how this is past the halfway point of the game. But with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and call the video here, so join me next time as we take on the History Channel and Pangea 90210. See you then!